Hi all, welcome to Gallant IAS previous year question discussion series. In this session, let's discuss five previous year questions from Indian Polit. So moving on to the first question, which one of the following is not a feature of Indian federalism? A, there is an independent judiciary in India. B, powers have been clearly divided between the center and the states. C, the federating units have been given unequal representation in the Rajya Sabha. It is a result of an agreement among federating units. So you must know the concept called federalism. Federalism means the clear demarcation of powers between the central government and the regional government. And the division of powers is mentioned in the constitution itself. That is in the written constitution itself, the clear demarcation of powers is mentioned. Okay, and to look into any kind of disputes arising out of them, we need an independent judiciary. If there is only an independent judiciary, then only the judiciary can look into whether any kind of dispute arising between these power separation. Okay, and under Indian context, we are provided with a single integrated system of judiciary which is independent. So it can look into the any kind of dispute arising between center and states. Okay, so that's a feature of our Indian constitution. The question asked is, which one of the following is not a feature? Okay, so there is an independent judiciary in India. That's a feature of our federalism. So A will not be our answer. Fine. Regarding statement number B, powers have been clearly divided between the center and the state. See, under our 7th schedule, there is concept called union list, state list, concurrent list. Okay, and there are subjects mentioned under union list on which the center and the parliament has exclusive powers. And under the subjects in state list, the state government or the legislature of a state has more powers. And regarding concurrent list, both center and state can make law. So likewise, the clear separation of powers or the subjects are clearly divided for the center and states. That is also a feature of our Indian federalism. Okay, so B is also not our answer. Why? Because the question asked is, which one of the following is not a feature? Since these are features, that will not be our answer. Fine. Moving on to statement number C. The federating units have been given unequal representation in the Rajya Sabha. See, in our Rajya Sabha, that is Council of States, the states are not equally represented. See, in United States of America, the states are equally represented in their upper house. That means all the 50 states are given equal representation, that is 2 members each in their upper house. But under our constitution, we allocate seats based on the population. So states with large number of population has more number of MPs to the Rajya Sabha, and the states which are less population has less number of seats in the Rajya Sabha. Say example, under the UP, that is Uttar Pradesh has 31 Rajya Sabha MPs, and states like say example Tripura or Sikkim have only 1 Rajya Sabha MP. That is unequal representation of members in the Rajya Sabha. So that is also a feature of Indian federalism. So C will not also be our answer. Right. What about D? That is Indian federalism is a result of agreement among the federating units. Actually, this statement suits US federalism. Actually, USA, the United States of America is formed as a result of agreement. And Indian constitution or Indian federalism is not formed as an agreement among federating units. So this is not a feature of Indian federalism. So our answer becomes option D. Fine. Moving on to second question. The National Green Tribunal Act 2010 was enacted in consonance with which of the following provisions of the Constitution of India? 1. Right to healthy environment constituted as a part of right to life under Article 21. 2. Provision of grants for raising the level of administration in the scheduled areas for the welfare of scheduled tribes under Article 275 Clause 1. 3. Powers and functions of Gram Sabha as mentioned under Article 243A. See, the question is the NGT, that is National Green Tribunal Act, was enacted based on which of the provisions of the Constitution of India. See, National Green Tribunal means this is a tribunal established based on this act by for effective disposal of cases relating to environmental issues. See, cases relating to environmental issues and NGT look into that for effective and speedy disposal of that. And this is based on one of the provision of fundamental right. See, under Article 21, there are many provisions. Among that, one is right to healthy environment. It is all citizens as well as foreigners have the right to healthy environment. And based on this provision only, or to give more effect to this provision only, the National Green Tribunal Act was enacted. So they could look into the speedy disposal of environment related issues or cases. Fine. So the answer is option 1 only. That is, option A is our answer, 1 only. The other two statements are not correct to this question. Okay, that is NGT Act was enacted based on this provision, that is right to healthy environment under the Article 21, that is right to life. So A1 only is our answer to this question. Fine. Which principle among the following was added to the Directive Principles of State Policy by the 42nd Amendment Act to the Constitution of India? See, Directive Principles of State Policy, that is DPSP, comes under Part 4 of the Constitution, and Article 36 to 51 comes under Directive Principles of State Policy. Okay, and due to some amendments, some provisions was inserted into the Constitution. See, 42nd Amendment Act added 4 new principles to Part 4, and 44th Amendment Act introduced 1 more provision, and 86th Amendment Act introduced 1 more provision to DPSP. Also, 97th Amendment Act also added 1 more provision to DPSP. So these added new provisions are very much important for us. Why? Because questions are directly asked. So among these, which provision was added to DPSP through 42nd Amendment Act is asked. Similarly, we can expect a question from the following: which one is added through 44th, or which one is added through 86th Amendment? Likewise, questions we can expect. So prepare all these wisely. Okay. So moving on to the question, through 42nd Amendment Act, the provision B, that is, the option B, that is participation of workers in the management of industries, was added through the list of Directive Principles of State Policy under 42nd Amendment Act. So the answer is option B, that is participation of workers in the management of industries, and it comes under Article 43A of the Constitution. So please note down the newly added provisions to fundamental rights, also to DPSP, also through fundamental duties, because we can expect question based on that in the preliminary examinations. Fine. Moving on to next question, the term of Lok Sabha cannot be extended under any circumstances, can be extended by 6 months at a time, can be extended by 1 year at a time during the proclamation of emergency, can be extended for 2 years at a time during the proclamation of emergency. See, we know that normally the term of Lok Sabha is 5 years. This is not fixed. Normally the term of Lok Sabha is 5 years, and after the completion of 5 years, it gets automatically dissolved. And under some circumstances, President of India can dissolve the Lok Sabha even earlier. There is provisions for that. Okay. But at the time of emergency, when the national emergency is in operation, the term of Lok Sabha can be extended. For how long? For 1 year at a time. So only during national emergency is in operation in the country, the term of Lok Sabha can be extended 1 year at a time. Fine. So the answer is option C, that is term of Lok Sabha can be extended by 1 year at a time during the proclamation of emergency. That is, only during the time of national emergency only we can extend the term of Lok Sabha. That is also only 1 year at a time by parliamentary approval. Okay, so answer is option C, can be extended by 1 year at a time during proclamation of emergency. Okay, the last question for today. Consider the following statements. The 44th Amendment to the Constitution of India introduced an article placing the election of Prime Minister beyond judicial review. 2. The Supreme Court of India struck down the 99th Amendment to the Constitution of India as being violative of independence of judiciary. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? See, moving on to statement number 1. It says that the 44th Amendment to the Constitution of India introduced an article placing the election of Prime Minister beyond judicial review. Actually, it is 39th Amendment to the Constitution of India only placed the election of President, election of Vice President or Prime Minister and the Speaker of Lok Sabha beyond judicial review. That is by 39th Amendment Act and not by 44th Amendment Act. And actually it was 44th Amendment Act removed this provision. And now these are within the jurisdiction of Supreme Court only. See, 39th Amendment Act placed limitations upon the judiciary. That means it placed the election of President, Vice President, Prime Minister and the Speaker of Lok Sabha beyond judicial review. And that provision, that limitation upon the judiciary, that provision was removed by 44th Amendment Act. Fine. So statement number 1 is wrong. Regarding statement number 2, it says that Supreme Court of India struck down the 99th Amendment to the Constitution of India as being violative of independence of judiciary. That statement is correct here. Why? Means 99th Amendment Act related to National Judicial Appointments Commission Act, that is NJAC Act. And based on that act, it says that for appointment to higher judiciary, the government has some more powers. Okay, so when the provisions was that the government has more hold in appointing judges to Supreme Court and High Court, Supreme Court said that this violates the independence of judiciary. And Supreme Court strike down that act as unconstitutional. So statement 2 is right here. So the answer becomes option B, that is 2 only. And that's all for the day. And if you feel this video series useful, please share it to your friends and also subscribe our channel for more quality videos. Thank you then. Bye.